games down, 3 more to go as the action heats up here at the San Andres Sports Complex in Manila as we bring you here Shahina Lieses and ito naman si Shaina Nitura squaring off here in this all-important matchup in Pool B here as we take a look at our games for today. Tatlo na yung natapos po dito. We still have 3 more here. St. Clair, California Academy will square off in the next game, and in our last game, Arellano University will take on FU. But first things first, our game at hand, King's Montessori School taking on Adamson University. Hello everyone who's watching us live on the Plus Network digital platform, Shakey's Super League social media pages, and also on Tap Sports and Solar Sports. Ken Pangilinan alongside Richie Cordero once again. Richie, interesting matchup. KMS booked their first win, samantala Adamson University trying to bounce back from their opening day loss.
Yes, exactly. And given that these two teams are finding a win today, can Adamson University coming off from a loss, a very tough loss, because even if it was a loss, the first game was aggressive where they even extended their first set but fell off in the second set, and KMS aggressively winning their first match.
So let's see who could emerge victorious here as we start off our Shakey's pre-huddle of the game. Shakey Super Delivery is brought to you by Shakey's. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken mojos. Now as you see here, nanalo na nung earlier itong Bacolod Taytong High School kontra sa LPU Cavite. They have 2 wins here, so it's really important for these two teams to grab a win here in Pool B.
Yes, exactly. And Adamson University already having 1 loss and King's Montessori School having 1 win. They are battling for the second and the third standing.
So let's see itong King's Montessori School, as we mentioned, won in straight sets. Easily, in fact, against LPU Cavite. Dominant display as usual.
Yes, and of course we have Shahana Yeses who providing a scoring punch with 10 points, who drove her team to an early lead in this season with the help of Braun, the middle blocker, as well.
So let's see if they could build on that performance. On the other hand, for Adamson University, a tough start actually. They were neck and neck against Bacolod Taytong in the first set, but after they lost that one, it was downhill from there.
Yes, and even though with the loss, they also had good floor defense, and we hope to see that in this league, in this match against the King's Montessori School.
So meanwhile, we turn you over to Megan Cabrera, our floor announcer, for our opening pleasantries.
Flex Manila. This is the Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League. It's time to meet our participants in match number 10 in the Girls Invitational League. Starting off with Adamson University, led by team captain number 3, Shaina Nitura, and starting libero number 11, Mariana Pineda. Let's welcome the rest of their team. Number 5, Jana Dizon. Number 6, Leonilyn Padilla. Number 8, Abigail Segi. Number 10, Sofia Badion. Number 12, Emil Givani. Number 13, Sean Ordonio. Number 14, Felicity Sagaysay. Number 15, Carla Sadia. Number 16, Cassandra Estrada. Number 17, Fiona Inocentes. Number 19, Althea Aposaga. And second libero, number 1, Geneva Malco. And now their opponents, King Montessori School, led by team captain number 7, Alana Humawan. And starting libero, number 8, Cristabel Tan. Let's welcome the rest of their team. Number 1, Brianna Coronel. Number 2, Shahana Lieses. Number 5, Avril Denise Braun. Number 6, Sheneri Niverio. Number 10, Rubelin Carba. Number 11, Shekinah Lieses. Number 13, Alea De Vesora. Number 14, Sam Ildefonso. Number 17, Mine Escote. Number 23, Chris Gindap. Number 26, Ashley Macalinaw. And second libero, number 31, Jairel Mesa. Let's meet our officials for this match. First referee, Philip Nunez, national referee. Second referee, Erwin Cordero, national referee.
You say, baby, I'll take you for a ride. Let's get together, work it all night. I'll be your lover, your sexy affair. I'll make you feel like heaven is near.
Let's meet our starters for the Kings Montessori School. Starting off with team captain number 7, Alana Humawan. Number 4, Shahana Lieses. Number 5, Avril Denise Braun. Number 11, Shekinah Lieses. Number 13, Alea Devosora. Number 17, Mine Escote. And starting libero number 8, Krista Beltan. Head coach, Onyok Getigan. And our starters for the Adamson University. Team captain number 3, Shaina Nitura. Number 8, Abigail Segi. Number 13, Sean Ordonio. Number 14, Felicity Sagaysay. Number 17, Fiona Inocentes. Number 19, Althea Aposaga. And starting libero number 11, Mariana Pineda. Head coach for Adamson, Coach JP Yude.
Kings Montessori High School versus Adamson University in the third game of our Saturday offering here. Once again, Ken Pangalinan kasama si Richie Cordero. Starters for both teams, KMS, Shahana Lieses, Avril Braun, Alana Juan, Alea Devosora, Mine Escote, Shekinah Lieses, and Cristabel Tan as their starting libero. Samantala naman for Adamson, Shaina Nitura, Abigail Segi, Sean Ordonio, Felicity Sagaysay, Fiona Inocentes, Althea Aposaga, and Mariana Pineda as their starting libero. So, hello everyone who's watching us live sa Tap Sports, Solar Sports, and also on the Shakey Super League, social media pages, and Pluswork digital platforms as we start off our set brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and Mojo's now, and a service ace to open things up for Adamson.
Lucky start there for Adamson getting that off the net service ace.
Adamson trying to bounce back from their loss against Bacolod Taytong. Lieses dug up there. Nitura goes back to Shahana. This time, she scores.
Very eager exchange of attacks we are having right now.
And these two squads, no strangers to winning. Itong Adamson, as we mentioned, they almost won the finals against NU. In fact, extending them to a game number 3. But unfortunately, coming up short as KMS, back-to-back points. Escote with the service ace. And this serve of the game is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now. No, Richie, a program as a caliber like itong Kings Montessori School, we've seen the who's and who's of players emerging in the collegiate ranks, and ito naman bagong muka para dito kay Coach Onyok Getigan.
Yes, of course, we have notable UAAP players, successful players who have started their careers here in Kings Montessori Schools. We have players like Louis Romero of Adamson, Lucille Almonte, Risa Cruz, Antoinette Adolfo, Tin Obaldo, Julia Ipak of De La Salle. So no doubt that they really are a system that is very respected in the volleyball program.
Coach Onyok Getigan has been coaching this squad since 2011. So 12 years na po. And Adamson scores there. So it's 3-2. Nitura now at the service line. Of course, Shaina Nitura, one of the bright spots and one of the key holdovers for the Baby Falcons. And a service ace right on cue.
Adamson really ranking up their scores with service aces. And it's good that they're already gaining points from easy points such as service aces. Start pa lang ng game kasi yun yung magpapalayo.
And she has been tasked to be a leader here in this young Adamson squad. They had key losses. Actually, two of their key players, Aljibe and Chen Cuenca, not around anymore para dito sa Falcons, who were really instrumental in their conquest, their second place finish in the UAP, as Shaina Nitura once again scoring from a back row. Back row attack doon ni Shaina Nitura was successful. So early on, nakita mo, Richie, yung caliber, the type of player that Shaina Nitura is.
I believe she scored 13 points her previous game, and that was coming from a loss. So you really saw how she was aggressive all throughout the game, and she really fought to try and get that win.
Inocentes meanwhile with an attack error. So tabla tayo dito, 4-all. And now on deck to serve is...
Shahana Yeses,
That's right.
who was also the top scorer for their previous game.
Powerful serve. And an attack there.
It was a powerful serve, but that was an even better reception coming from Adamson.
And you love that fight they're showing early on. Itong baby Falcons.
And you see the importance of having a good first ball, that it becomes really easy for them to convert it into fast plays.
So Adamson with the early lead, 5-4. Devosora from the right. Picked up there. A chance ball. Let's see what the yellow shirts will do here. Jumawan. Combination play works for Braun.
Braun once again showing volleyball class in performing fast plays as that.
So great setup job there. Devosora, the sister of Ali Devosora of FEU. Another try, but this time she was denied there. Talking about itong si Aposaga.
Perfect timing on that block as well. Nakita mo na basang-basa na ng KMS yung palo na yun at dapatan na talaga nila yung bola.
And they now grab the lead, 6-5. Good first ball from Nitura. Sets up Segi.
Great adjustment coming from KMS.
Segi will try once again. Denied there. And another free ball for KMS. The other Lieses finding a seam in the defense.
An exchange of placements of balls to get the point like that.
Shekaina Lieses, the twin sister. Itong si Shahana with a wind up and a finish. And from here on out, KMS has their work cut out. Kasi nga, yung panalo nila in last Sunday, medyo madali yun compared to this one. But so far, they are rolling here. 8-5 KMS with a strong showing so far, Richie.
Very impressive because KMS is actually performing really well in terms of blocking, where that was their third block, if I stand corrected. And you see that Adamson is giving out really quick plays. So it's really commendable for KMS to read those fast plays, even if Adamson is very aggressive in attacking.
Kings Montessori School rather has won multiple championships in various tournaments. But meanwhile, this is our fun family pizza of the game, brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. As you see ito yung maganda dito sa Shakey Super League, Richie. We see all the family members of the players in attendance, as well as your volleyball fans who really want to see these girls show their stuff here. As after the first technical timeout, lamang pa rin dito KMS 8-5. See on your screens there, ito si Braun, Avril Braun. One of the key cogs for Coach Getigan. Alea de Vosora still on the service line. Her team up by 3. Shakey with a powerful attack, dug up there. Lieses. Another chance. They go back to Shekina. This time she won't be denied.
A fearless attack coming from Yeses at that point.
Now
You see that even if she had 2 blockers in front of her, she really had no hesitation in scoring and hitting that ball.
And good thing by Avril Braun approaching the net. Medyo na confusion depensa doon ng Adamson. Back row attack ni Tura.
Beautiful attack coming from Itura. You know what I noticed with Itura is whether she's serving or she's attacking, she is really good at placements. And she comes in with full force all the time. Very smart player indeed.
Sana ito may extension sa kanyang palo. Really athletic girl for Adamson, and she digs up that ball there.
And you see that it was also a misreceive. And she still was able to adjust.
But KMS so far, after trailing by a point, eh sila nang lamang dito by 4, 10-6. Avril Braun serving for the yellow shirts from Quezon City, King's Montessori School. Nitura, tinawid na lang bola doon. And a good block by Shakey.
Good attempt coming from KMS for a quick play because they did have a good first ball, but even better anticipation for the blockers of Adamson University.
And now on deck to serve is Abigail Shakey. One of the young players na for Coach JP Ude could have a bright future here. Kasi ito sila Nitura, set to graduate for Adamson. (11-7) is our tally. KMS so far with a 4-point lead. Nitura on the front throw. Shekina from the back. Nitura will try once again. And she finds a spot.
And just like that, placement, Ken. I feel like that is really her sweet spot.
That's zone number 1. Pretty much open there.
And if you can see, it wasn't the most powerful attack as well.
Kanino pa binabanggit yun, yung placement shots nito si Nitura. And a block there. And showing us the full package is Shaina Nitura.
No wonder this girl is the leading scorer of Adamson University.
Shaina Nitura. Her brother is playing for the Perpetual Altas in the NCAA, basketball player, si Marcos Nitura.
Another block coming from Adamson.
Let's see if KMS can dig up something here. They go back to Shahana. But a net touch violation kontra dito sa Falcons. Take a look once again. You see there.
Oh, just the slightest touch in the bottom of the net.
So 12-9. As expected, they close one early on. Alana Juawan, their setter. And Nitura once again. Point after point after point.
You know, when we spoke to her a while ago, what she said was tapang ng loob.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's what she's showcasing right now.
And di pinakita sa screens but nag-eye drops pa while during the break. At that time, Shahana Lieses, sabi niya hindi rin siya papahuli.
Sagutan ng ating best scorers today, Ken.
Lieses.
Oh, but you have to commend that beautiful first ball.
So it's 13-10 in favor of KMS. Now it's KMS, their turn. Verbosora coming up short.
Great attempt with a kneeling set coming from Humawan.
And again, at the service line, ito si Shaina Nitura. His dad also a varsity player sa basketball daw and plays golf. Meanwhile, through the block.
Adjusting mid-air, she really tried to catch that ball.
Shana Lieses using her power there.
If makita mo, Ken, galing talaga siya sa likod. Hinabol niya lang talaga yung bola kasi medyo mababa na yung set.
Great job of her adjusting, and now with the jump serve.
Great serve.
Segi. Jumawan goes to the other Lieses. At hindi rin siya pinahiya doon. So the two Lieses combining forces once again.
And it's funny kasi mag-opposite pa sila ng posisyon na pareho silang open spiker.
15 serving 11.
Amazing serve.
And maganda rin naman yung pick-up job doon ng Adamson. So early on, Richie, we're seeing high quality fast volleyball so far for both teams.
Yes, and I think we can commend both of the team's setters.
12 serving 15. Jumawan, she goes to Devosora. She will try. And good attack there by Segi. Shakaina. Ordonio, sinetap ulit si Segi. Chance here for KMS. Pumunta sila sa gitna kay Braun. Back set. Jumawan goes back to Shakaina. From the back row was Shahana. So good rally we're seeing so far. Tough angle.
Medyo nakaibabaw na yung bola sa kanya nun, kaya nahirapan siyang ipasok.
And that's why KMS now with a 16-12 lead here. We'll pause for a break. We'll be right back here. Back with us here at the San Andres Sports Complex in Manila as we bring you KMS versus Adamson. KMS leading 16-12 as we take a look at our face of the game. Brought to you by Shakey's. Order favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. And certainly these girls loving the action so far. KMS Adamson good as advertised. 4-point lead for King's Montessori School. Segi through the block. No problem.
You really felt that power coming from Segi that she has been showcasing all throughout this first set.
Wala nang nagawa yung depensa doon ng KMS. And you could see itong Adamson. Kanina kausap natin sila. They felt like, well, at least ito si Nitura felt like her teammates medyo takot pa. But here on out, ito KMS kalaban nila showing that they're ready to make some noise as Segi with a net touch violation after that approach.
Medyo dadapa pa dun si Humawa ng setting ng King's Montessori.
See there, after that follow through, clipping the net.
Nagtapakan yata sila.
Avril Braun at the service line. 17-13. Service error, so bola babalik sa Adamson.
Misfortunate error coming from KMS. Now is not the time to make errors na dumidikit na ang laban.
Abigail Segi on deck to serve. Good jump serve there. Humawan. Tap there by Shakaina. This time, pumunta siya sa gitna. Hindi naman siya napahiya doon. Itong si Escote.
Another case of a smart play for that placement of the ball.
Escote, not the most powerful hits there, but just stretching it over. 18 serving 14. And this looks like a chance ball here. Let's see what KMS will do. Humawan. Running attack by Escote. Nitura cross court. Shahana! Just too much for the defense of Adamson.
Beautiful play coming from that first ball to Humawon, really trying to catch that ball under so she can set it up to Yeses.
And they open up a 5-point lead, forcing Coach JP Ude to call a timeout. Let's listen in.
Nag-insayuhan natin. Hindi naman natin, pumunta ba tayo dito na hindi tayo nag-insayo? Diba? Tinray natin yung nipis na bola, yung palo ninyo. Diba?
Similar words coming from Coach JP. Yung sinabi niya din sa atin kanina, yung tapang ng loob na nag-training sila, the skills are there. They just have to really show it in how they play.
Actually, nung simula, nakikipagsabayan naman sila dito sa KMS, but towards the tail end here of set number 1, medyo bumibitaw. But good news, malayo pa ito ni Tura with the approach. And a chance here for Adamson. Ni Tura ulit. Oh, it clips the line there. You could see here Shaina Nitura drilling it, just clipping the right sideline. Substitution muna, Sadia will replace itong si Ordonio. So itong Adamson led briefly in the early stages of set number 1, but KMS slowly building on a lead, led by as much as 5 points.
Which is exactly what happened in their first game. They were the ones who led the first set, and then Bacolod Taitung was the one who finished the set afterwards.
Actually extended din yun, 29-27.
7, yes.
Nitura again. Wow, you could see the potential brimming from this girl, Richie.
And if makita mo, parang the setter already memorizes the type of set ni Tura is comfortable with. And when your setter gives you that kind of set, it gives you more confidence to really spike the ball with all you got.
Humawan goes to Lieses. Nitura.
Smart placing from Nitura. And great adjustment coming from Yeses.
And now she will try a third time, and that time she scores once again.
With more power at that point. Let's see that once again. Exactly what I was saying. That was a very comfortable position for her to really spike that well.
Felicity Saraysay really trusting the prowess nitong si Nitura, cutting the lead down to 2 points.
Great set coming from Humawon.
Nitura na naman!
This girl is on fire. The score is now only 1 point down for Adamson University.
Willing her team here in set number 1 as KMS will call for timeout. Let's listen in to Coach Onyok.
Pumalo. Anong gagawin mo? Tatayo ka lang doon? Tatayo ka lang? Oo. Alam mo pa, palo na dito, ang bilis ng bola. Di bumaba ka na doon, makoblocker ka na. Asa na maganda, ha?
And saw there and listened in to an animated Coach Onyok Getigan during that timeout, Richie.
Very expressive emotions coming from Coach Onyok. And you know, when we asked the girls a while ago, how do you know Coach Onyok is really serious about how you guys are playing is pag nakatayo na. And kanina, nakatayo na nga si Coach Onyok.
And she wants itong si Shahana Lieses in particular to be more aggressive sa depensa, but that time i-service error kontra dito sa Adamson.
Great momentum stopper for Coach Onyak to call that timeout as well.
Humawan now on deck to serve. Just a 2-point lead for KMS. Nitura once again. Great dig up there. At hindi naman naitawid ang bola doon. Sayang, they had a good first ball going. Let's see that one more time.
I feel like that was a case of miscommunication. Kasi si Yesas nakaabang na sa open side pero yung set bumaba sa gitna.
Chance here for Adamson to tie things up. Inocentes, good attack. Devosora, block. Nitura, once again, doing everything, scoring, blocking, serving.
You know, she's really leading her team to a possible victory for the first set.
Makita mo sa kamay niya dumaan yung bolang yon. And Inocentes providing the help. 20 all. KMS led by as much as 5 points. And they give the lead back to Adamson via that error.
I believe it was a lifting violation, Ken.
Catch and throw violation against KMS. Adamson trying to steal one here. They trailed for the majority of set number 1. Let's see if KMS can recover.
But for now, Nitura,
Devosora. Chance here for Adamson, but mistimed. Her jump there was Inocentes.
well, that's the importance of really having good communication and familiarity inside the court between a middle spiker and your setter.
Sagaysay Inocentes, miscommunication there. Kaya naman tabla ulit tayo at 21. KMS, chance here to grab the lead back. Devosora, picked up there by Segi. Nitura, at nailalim na siya doon.
You see her actually trying to slice the ball to the side of the open side of the court for KMS, pero medyo nakapos lang talaga.
So palitan tayo ng kalamangan dito. KMS, 22 serving 21. Sagaysay goes to Nitura. Humawan, quick attack, works para dito kay Avril Bron.
Too strong for the blockers of Adamson University. Braun really powered that down.
And Coach JP Yude will call for timeout here. Let's listen in.
Sayang. Bawi ako sa air ko.
Hindi mo na magana. Tapos na yun eh. O, hindi na binigay. O, binigay sa'yo. Diba? Faye, diba, alam mo dapat kung saan mo ibibigay yung bola. Andun na tayo, team na tumitingin dapat kayo sa score. Diba? Okay, one good pass ulit. Okay, atake tayo. Go, let's go. Kaya pa yan. Dalawa na yan.
I think Coach JP really emphasized yung one good pass and atake kasi when they were down a while ago, around 4 to 5 points, I believe it was 15-19, nakahabol sila sa isang good receive at saka really aggressive na palo.
Actually, yung good first ball was what enabled that run from Nitura na set up ng mabuti. But this time around, KMS showing resiliency, recovering just in time. But still, 2-point lead as combination play for Nitura.
Fearless, this girl.
Fearless, skillful, powerful. Lahat na, the total package for Shaina.
It's good that they took advantage of her last rotation being in the front line.
But ngayon, she's now serving. Should kaya
Yes,
natin nawid. Devosora. Sagaysay goes to Segi, and Segi with a quick reply.
Her Shaggy has been showing us powerful attacks ever since the start of this set, and most of them really finding its way down the line or down to the floor.
Yung pinapakita nila dito, they're not solely relying on this girl, Nitura. You have girls like Segi and Innocentes who could provide the scoring for the Baby Falcons. And here she is once again, Segi! Back-to-back points!
You know,
And you saw there, wala nang nagawa yung depensa doon ng KMS. Kaya naman, gagamitin nila ang kailang huling timeout. Let's listen in.
Uy, pag yung bola umangat dyan, umakakuha nyo yung bola. Kapag umihinto kayo, ayaw nyo magkamali. Ay nako, hindi tayo mananalo niya. Sumugal kayo.
yun na nga, sabi ni Coach Onyok, sumugal kayo, kunin nyo yung bola. It means, kailangan walang babagsak na bola and really be aggressive, trying to get each point na walang bibitaw.
Especially at this juncture kung saan set point na nga itong Adamson as Nitura will try to serve for the set. Shakina from the back. Great pickup by Malco. Segi once again. And chance here, they go back to Segi. Shahana. Malco was there for the pickup. Nitura from the back. And she scores. Wow, what a comeback here for Adamson. Down by 5 points. They somehow, some way, make it through the set. And ito nga, Adamson winning it 25-23. What a set we've had. And second set in just a bit. Wag po kayong alis. Back with us here at the San Andres Sports Complex in Manila for the Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League. Adamson pulling out a win in set number 1 as you see at the highlights here, Richie.
You know, the first set was a compilation of eager attacks, anticipated blocks, and amazing floor defense coming from both teams. Nitura, as you can see, blossoming as she led with continuous skill points that led them to catch up to KMS from the front and the back side of the court. Let's also commend two of our setters as they paved their way to bring us wonderful attacks we witnessed, such as these in the first set.
Itong KMS actually led by as much as 5 points. At one point, 19-14 po yan. But yung mga magandang first ball led to those barrage of attacks by Nitura. And KMS actually nakabawi din after Adamson led briefly 21-20. 3 straight points by KMS to lead 23-21. But ang
Shakey also.
That's right, Abigail Segi. Just in the nick of time, heating up for them and bringing home this set 25-23. As you take a look at the numbers here, Richie.
Yes, we have Adamson University leading in the attacks, all coming from Nitura, Shakey, and actually all of their spikers as well, with an even amount of blocks and 6 aces for KMS, 5 for Adamson University. It really just sets the record for 6 opponent errors coming from Adamson University and 1 from KMS.
So set number 2 underway, and this set is brought to you by Shakey's Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. And that time, a powerful hit coming from KMS. Shahan Leses. So unang set na naipatalo nitong KMS so far. KMS at 1-0, Adamson 0-1. You could say, Richie, na must win na ito for Adamson, especially with our format. Only 2 teams will enter the next round, but
That attack has me speechless. Wow.
grabe yung wind-up doon ni Tura.
That was
Wow, ni Tura. Splendid job with the approach and killing that ball.
very textbook volleyball.
And a service ace para dito sa Adamson. Sagaysay with a good service. We commended her for doing a good job setting the ball up para kay Segi and kay Nitura. Pero ito naman si Humawan, di rin papahuli. Trying to activate ito si Shahan Alieses. On deck to serve is Escote. Sagaysay goes to Nitura. Nabasa doon ang depensa ng KMS. At nabitin doon si Avril Braun.
That set was a bit too low for her, given that she is a high jumper or a high leaper, and she's also relatively tall. You really need to time her sets.
How good has this girl been for Adamson? Shaina Nitura. From grade 6 to grade 9 daw, she played for California Academy. But her last 3 years were spent here for Adamson and has been a spark plug so far for Coach JP Ude. But that time around, nakita mo, other girls supplying the offense, Aposaga. And nakita mo dito, Richie, ever since humabol sila nung set number 1, the momentum has swung in their favor, talking about itong Adamson.
You know, that's the importance of having momentum. It also gives you confidence when you play inside of the court.
But that time, sabi ni Shahana, yes, I have other plans as well, trying to snatch back this set. Makita mo doon, nasa ilalim na siya ng bola, ba't nagawa niya ng paraan doon? Shahana Lieses now with the jump serve. Sagaysay goes to Ordonio. And that's just enough.
Adamson University really taking advantage of great first balls because they converted into fast plays like that. And you have to give credit to Sagaysay for activating all of her spikers.
And now it's Ordonio to serve. 5 serving 3. Shakay na Lieses.
Great adjustment coming from Kana Yeses, given that that ball was coming from the other side of the court and hindi siya sinet. overhead, with an overhead toss. It was actually an underhand pass, but she was still able to adjust and get that point.
Kriska Gindap naman for KMS. That sails out. We saw that coming from a mile away.
Costly errors to give Adamson the chance to gain the momentum right away.
Ito naman, Althea Aposaga has chipped in a few points for the cause of Adamson.
Good first ball coming from KMS. Medyo mababa pa rin yung set niya kay Bron.
Sagaysay, who will she go to? She goes to Segi. And wow, Segi with a smart play there.
And as you were saying, very fast plays coming from Sagaysay when she is being fed good first balls.
Aliyah Deposoria will check in, replacing ito si Gindap. 7 serving 4. As I see that service error kontra dito. So medyo nawala na yung pinakitang energy nitong KMS at the start of the set. At Adamson slowly but surely killing their momentum.
They may need a spark plug to really uplift their energy inside the court, like what we saw in the first set, the early first set.
Good pickup. Wow! Look at that!
Great attempt coming from KMS, but misfortunate error at that point.
And you saw the effort there to pick up that ball. Segi, sinitura nandoon. Good coverage. At wala nang nagawa doon. Itong si Escote. And that's why Adamson with a hot start here in set number 2, Richie. So 8-5 tayo ngayon. Adamson trying to grab their first win here. Tandaan natin, natalo sila sa Bacolod Taytong in their very first game. So kailangan nilang bumawi dito. Meanwhile, we take a look at our Shakey Super Fans of the Day, brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. So Adamson started out slow, but towards the latter part of the first set, nakapagbaon sila doon ng momentum, ultimately finishing off that set number 1 and dinala nila tuloy-tuloy na dito sa set number 2, Richie.
Yes, and you really feel like from our point of view right now, you really feel the energy shifting when Adamson really gains their momentum.
Segi, who shone bright towards the latter part of the set. At napatawid doon, ni Shakay na yung bola.
Yes, that's too powerful for Adamson's blockers.
So 6-8.
You know, when you have two teams who have great floor defense such as KMS and Adamson University, more often than not, it will be your last option to really hit that ball as hard as you can because alam mong matibay ang depensa ng parehong team.
Sagaysay goes to Nitura. From the back. Sagaysay again. Tinawid ang bola doon. Umawan goes to Shahana Lieses.
Too fast for Nitura to read that ball and save it. Wonderful set coming from Humawan.
Back-to-back points from the Twins. Nauna si Shakaina. Sumunod naman ito si Shahana with that last attack.
And you notice, both the Yeses twins actually play very similarly.
Parehong outside hitter. Parehong powerful spikers.
Pareho ng galaw and form. So, medyo nakakalito kung sino yung pumapalo.
Pag di mo nakikita yung number, malilito ka talaga eh. But meanwhile, a quick reply there by Shaina Nitura. And on deck to serve, Inocentes. 9 serving 7. Shahana once again, but that time, that ball sails out.
Humihingi ng check si Humawa, pero walang binigay ang ating ref.
So Adamson with a 3-point lead. go back to Shahana.
You see her actually adjusting as that set was a bit too high for her liking, but she was still able to get that point and avoid the blockers in front of her.
Alam mo, minsan pag nakikita ko to si Shahana, parang naalala ko si Joe Maraginot eh.
Medyo,
Di ba?
magkamukha.
Magkamukha, di ba?
And given that she has a twin inside the court, no?
That's right. Here she is once again through the block.
Exactly what we were saying. Sometimes you just have to power and hammer that ball down and hope for the best, and that's exactly what happened.
So back to back, cuts the lead down to 1, 10-9. Sagaysay, punta sa back row.
Good adjustment coming from Adamson.
Sagaysay once again, Nitura, blocked.
Great
Nitura
floor
will try
defense.
once again. And that time, providing the offense and immediately apologizing dito kay Shahana.
Let's take a look at that one more time.
Nakita mo, nagkagulo na doon. But putting the ball just up high enough para ma-produce na magandang palo.
And you
Ito
see
si
how
Nitura.
yes, and you see how Nitura really trusted her teammates to bring that ball up even if the ball was already almost dead.
Sa kabilang dako naman, nagka-problema doon itong KMS. So the errors piling up once again.
KMS struggling a bit to compose themselves once again.
Actually, nung set number 1, they only had one error, di
yeah.
ba?
Mas madami pang error ng Adamson University.
But this time around, medyo mas tentative yung galaw nitong girls in yellow. That's why ito na si Coach Onyok, hindi na nakapagpigil. He will call timeout here. Let's listen in.
Kasi hindi mo naman maayos yung bola. Hindi, mali siya. Doon siya pumesto eh. Wrong position na nga tayo, hindi na nga tayo tinawagan eh. Ba't ka napunta ron? Eh, nandun yung isa oh. Eh, ang diagonal mo oh. Oy, hindi tayo mananalo niya pag hindi inayos yung sarili nyo. Ba't kayo naglalaro na parang nagmamadali kayo?
Another episode of Coach Onyok being animated at that point, giving very direct instructions to his girls.
Sa nakikita niya, medyo nalulose na yung grip itong KMS eh. Kasi their body language, yung galaw nila sa court, really evident na medyo yung energy nila talagang bumababa na. Lalo ngayon, nakakalayo na itong Adamson. But good news, malayo pa ito. But Nitura has been on a roll so far. Sagaysay goes back to Nitura. And wow,
That was a potential great attack, but that set was a bit too fast for her liking. Okay, let's see that once again.
nabitin doon. Nitura with the approach.
Actually, maganda yung set. Masyado na yatang na-clip yung palo niya given that she isn't as near to the net as that previous attack.
So 3-point lead. Nitura this time from the right side.
The placement of this girl, you actually see that mid-air. You know, that's the advantage of having a high leap, is that when you are up in the air, you can easily see where to drop the ball, where the defensive line of the other team will have a more difficult time.
And that service out.
Attempting to place that in the front line, but it sailed out.
So tatlo pa rin ang hinahabol dito ng KMS. 11 serving 14. Shahana Lieses on deck to serve. Sagaysay ngayon. Si Segi naman kanyang pinuntahan. Nablanka doon ng KMS. But ito naman, counter block para dito kay Ordonio.
You see that the Adamson University blockers were actually already positioned to where Humawan set that ball up.
At walang coverage doon sa right side ng KMS.
Divasora was actually too far from that set. Kaya medyo pinilit niya na lang given that wala na talagang cover sa likod niya.
Service error gives KMS another chance to inch closer. 15-12. Let's see if KMS can come back and tie things up here. Sagaysay. Shakay Nalieses. Lag up by Marco. Nitura from the back. Shakay na once again. Chance ball for the yellow shirts. They go to Braun. Braun has been quiet so far in this set. She will try once again. Nabasa ng depensa doon. Aposaga. Reset para dito sa Adamson. Back row attack. And that works. Napatawa na lang doon si Nitura.
Breathtaking exchange of attacks and floor defense from both of our teams. It was just Nitura really having that great presence of mind to place that ball right on the donut hole of KMS.
Second technical timeout. Adamson leading 16-12 in set number 2. Back with us here at the San Andres Sports Complex in Manila, kung saan magkalaban po ang King's Montessori School and Adamson University, as you can catch the games live on the Plus Network digital platforms, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook, as well as Facebook pages ng ating Shakey Super League and Shakey's PH. We're also live on Solar Sports. Yung games 1 and 3 po natin mapapanood nyo sa CNN Philippines, and all games live po sa Top Sports. So many platforms to choose from, Richie. Whether you're at home, driving, sitting on your car, kahit saan pwede manood. And this time around, KMS with the point. So 13-16. If you just tuned in, KMS actually jumped out to an early lead in set number 1. As an error again, gives the ball back to Adamson. Yun nga, sorry Richie, for set number 1, they were leading by 5 points ng KMS. Pero since then, talagang Adamson was really rolling, and up until now, they're leading by 4 points.
You know, it was a good first set that Adamson didn't give up.
Patong play. At medyo gumana doon. Not the perfect hit, but still works.
You know, sometimes the net is your friend or your enemy. And in that case, it was your friend.
At walang coverage doon sa left side nitong Adamson. Wala na sila nagawa doon. So ito, hindi sila maka-break dito sa 3-point barrier na hinahabol nila. Talking about itong KMS.
Exactly. And that's what we were saying. They need a spark plug to really uplift their confidence, such as how Nitura is for Adamson University in the first set.
Oh, it clips the line. Good job there by KMS. Shahana Lieses. Take a look at that once again.
Very smart of her to adjust her body to direct it to the zone 1 instead of cross court.
15 serving 17. Sagaysay, she goes back to Nitura, and why not? She has been unstoppable so far.
You know, I feel like she's flying every time she attacks. Let's see that one more time. And you see her coming from the back side of the court to really have the full approach and full potential of her power.
18 serving 15. Nasa frontline pa rin si Nitura.
Good adjustment from KMS.
And siya pa rin ang pupuntahan dito. Wow!
Sagaysay really activating and taking advantage of Nitura being frontline.
Back-to-back hits from Shain and Nitura. (19 serving 15). At nag-error na ulit itong KMS. Coach Onyok displeased with the effort so far and she presses a timeout button. This is the biggest lead so far for Adamson at 5 points. Let's listen in to Coach Onyok.
Ikaw excited kung anong dam nila ako yung kuha nun.
Okay, sino didepende sa gitna? Alalayan nyo.
Grasil, wala nang ba ibang receive na maayos niya kundi ikaw lang? Kasi kung muna sila intindi, mag-focus ka lang sa sarili mo kung paano mo receive na maayos yung bola. Alam naman natin na spiker sila, ikaw yung libero eh. Huwag mo na silang tignan, basta lumisib ka ng bola. Ang gagawin mo, titingin ka doon, sabay kukunin mo yung bola, mababa na. Paano paangat yun? Tara, uy! Tapos!
Coming from that timeout, you know, yung kinausap natin si Coach Onyo kanina, sabi niya, bibigyan niya ng kumpiyansa yung players niya. And siguro dito niya na hinahasa talaga kung ano talaga kakayanin ng kanyang mga girls. And lalo na yung matured thinking that he looks for in each player.
20 serving 15. Ooh! Coming off a timeout. That's gotta hurt if you're Coach Onyo. That's really frustrating. Kaka-usap lang nila tungkol sa first ball and yun ulit yung naging problema nila doon. (21-15). This is their biggest lead. Talking about Adamson. Sagaysay, puntakin ni Tura. The confidence oozing from Shaina.
That was her nth volleyball powerful attack. You really see her fly and give everything she's got to really score a point like that.
22 serving 15. That's 5 straight points for Adamson. Lieses stops the bleeding there.
Yes, is really giving it all she's got to stay alive in this game.
Actually, dumikit na KMS. 17-15 was the closest they've got. But ang ganda agad nung sagot ng Adamson. 5 straight points to open up this lead. Sagaysay trying for the 1-2. Nabitin. No, if you're Adamson, Richie, you have no room for complacency. Alam naman natin yung caliber of KMS. At any point here, they could come back. Much like Adamson did in set number 1. Pati Tura sabi niya, relax lang, I got this.
This girl is unstoppable.
Unstoppable, unflappable. You see here the approach.
Coach Onyok na yung nag-receive ng bola niya.
23-17.
Down to the last 2 points. And Itura is still in the front line.
Another chance. Sagaysay, binalikan si Nitura. Off-speed attack.
You know, whatever she delivers to the other side of the court, it finds its way to the floor and scores a point.
Nitura doing everything well so far, and that has brought us to match point, Richie.
And you see her actually checking where the blind spots are for her blockers and the defensive line of KMS.
Yeses. Will this be the final point? Nitura nabitin doon.
Miscalculated for that drop ball.
But still an uphill battle para dito sa KMS. A loss here would tie them dito with Adamson and 1-1. Sagaysay, miss-hit.
And as you said, now is not the time for Adamson to be complacent because a match does not end until the score reaches 25.
So malayo pa ang hahabulin. Adamson needs just a point. Escote with the serve. Sagaysay goes to Nitura from the right flank, and that is it. Nitura punctuating this set and the match. What a display of dominance para dito kay Shaina Nitura. As we saw there, the final nail in the coffin Shaina Nitura and the rest of the Adamson Baby Lady Falcons taking it in straight sets 25-23, 25-19. Magbabalik po kami in just a bit, don't go away. Back with us here for the 2023 Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League. Adamson bouncing back from their opening day loss, winning it in straight sets 25-23, 25-19. As we take a look at our MVP of the match, this best player of the match is brought to you by Shakey's Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Richie?
None other than Shaina Nitura, 27 points. An amazing 23 attacks, 1 block, and 3 aces. As soon as she showcased her breathtaking continuous skills during the first set, she was all throughout the best player of the game, where she really performed excellence. And
And here she is with us. Shaina, una sa lahat, congratulations sa inyo.
Thank you po.
So Shaina, medyo slow start kayo in set number 1. Actually, yung KMS lumamang by as much as 5 points, 19-14, pero unti-unti yun nabawi. So ano ba yung naging mindset nyo, especially ikaw, coming off na hinabol nyo itong larong ito?
Pinaka-mindset ko po sa sarili ko po, sa self-mindset ko po is patience lang po sa mga kasama ko kasi nga kakapasok lang din po nila. Ito po yung first league na sinalihan ng mga bata. So, kailangan ko na mahabang pasensya at kailangan ako yung mag-lead sa kanila para ma-push yung sarili and maging matapang sila inside and out po.
now, Shaina, you showed us great placement of attacks inside the court. How do you think that helped you get those points sa team niyo?
Kumpiyansa po sa sarili, tiwala, and confidence po na kaya kong gawin yung mga bagay na nagawa ko po ngayon, pero dapat mas more pa po. Yung confidence po, pinakatapang na po yung pinakahinugutan ko dahil sa ginawa ko po kanina.
Ayan, Shaina, pagkakataon mo nang bumate at magpasalamat. Go!
Hello po sa sa family ko po, sila mama, sila ate ko po, lahat po ng kapatid ko, anim sila, and then lahat po ng sumusuporta sa Akari, sa Adamson, and thank you po sa support ng Akari sa every game po namin, and hope po na subaybayan nyo pa rin po kami sa mga susunod naming games, and kapit lang po, laban Adamson.
Ayan, congratulations once again, Shaina, at makakatanggap ka ng super card and gift certificates courtesy of Shakey. So there you go, our MVP of the match, none other than Shaina Nitura, providing more than half of their output here as we take a look at set number 1. Binanggit nga namin kanina, itong Adamson was trailing early on. They trailed 19-14. KMS was having its way with Shahana Lieses and itong si Avril Braun doing damage. But slowly but surely, itong Adamson never gave up, chipped in, and itong si Nitura towards the latter part of that set, naka-find her bearings there, Richie.
Yes, but we also have to give commendation to KMS because they displayed very great floor defense, and of course Humawan, who really distributed her sets to all of her spikers as well.
Yun nga, nahabol nila. Actually, nakabawi naman din yung KMS after Adamson led briefly 21-20, 3 straight points. Got them to 23-21, talking about KMS, but 4 straight points sealed the deal for Adamson, winning set number 1, 25-23. But pagdating ng set number 2, the momentum carried over for Adamson. Segi and itong si Nitura providing the offense for the baby Lady Falcons.
Yes, I think Nitura really carried her team when it comes to the confidence she gave to her rookies and her teammates.
And that's why they brought home the W, a much needed win para dito sa Adamson Lady Baby Falcons. Given nga natalo sila in their opening assignment against sa Bacolod Taitung High School.
And now they are tied with KMS in the second ranking for Pool B.
So magbabaon sila dito ng 1-1 record. You see here, different players contributing, but ultimately, ito si Shaina Nitura was just too much for KMS as they win it in straight sets, 25-23 and 25-19. So good job there as take a look at some of the stats here, Richie.
Exactly. Adamson University coming off with a 32 attack point and 3 blocks, 12 aces, and 8 errors at that point. But KMS with 20 attacks, 2 blocks, 12 aces, and 3 errors.
So that's why itong Adamson, through their blitzing attacks, won over KMS. As we take a look at the rest of our schedule, next up natin, St. Clair and California Academy. And in our last game, the debuting Arellano University taking on Far Eastern University Diliman. So up next nga po, this is a crucial matchup between St. Clair and the debuting California Academy. So tutok lang po kayo dito sa ating Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League, only here on Plus Network and Solar Sports.